Hi everyone, this is Joseph from Forbes Tech Review, doing another video today. Actually, in this video I'm going to do a detailed camera review on my Galaxy S8 Plus. But before I get into the video, check this out. Alright everyone, in this video today I'm going to do a quick detailed camera review on the Galaxy S8 Plus. Go over some specs, show you some video I took, also some photos I took with the camera, but get into the modes and also the settings that you have with the Galaxy S8 Plus. But first thing, let's just admire the beauty of the ultra gray color. I don't know if you can see that. It comes out really good on the camera, not with my windows. But first thing first, the rear camera is a 12 megapixel camera with an aperture of 1.7. So it should take some good low light pictures. In the front, it does have a 8 megapixel camera with the same aperture of 1.7. So the cameras are definitely really good on this phone. Yes, we have some problems with focusing on the cameras when you shoot at 1080p 60 frames per second, but hopefully Samsung sends up updates to actually fix that. But what I'm gonna do now is set up everything and get into the details of the modes and also what you can do with this camera. So just give me a minute and I will come back and go over all the details. And like I said, show you some videos, show you some photos I took with the camera, and let you make your own decision on, what you like about it and what you don't. But give me a minute and I'll be back. Okay everyone, so I was able to go ahead and set up my Galaxy S8 Plus on this funky little tripod I had. And like I said earlier, I'm going to just go over some settings in the camera, go in a little bit more details of the features and the modes that you can get. So that way, you can have a little bit better idea of, understanding of the camera features. So once you get into the camera app itself, it brings up this screen. Here's the focus point. There you go. My great speaking case. One thing I noticed straight out off comparing it to the LG G6 is that it doesn't really use up the extra space like the G6 does. It's kind of boring. The G6 has, you can scroll through your recent pictures here and other stuff on this side. The Galaxy S8 doesn't. It's definitely, hey, I could say it's a waste of space, just like they said about the HTC also. But, so on this side you have your settings, you have the flash. Like I said, you can do flash on, auto, turn it on all the time, or just leave it off. Same thing with HDR. Normally I have that off. And then down here is the selfie button if you want to turn it to a selfie. So on this side, you have the zoom button, so you can actually zoom in, zoom out pretty easy. The only problem with that feature is that if you hit it on an angle and you're trying to take this picture, you may, instead of taking a picture, you may zoom in or zoom out. I had that happen before to me. So it's cool, but it can get in the way sometimes. The record button is down here, so you have to press the record button to actually go. You can't slide the button down. Not a big deal. You can actually pause the video, which is pretty cool, and start it off just when you got back. So just stop that. So let's just go into the settings and see exactly what you have and what you can change and what you can't change. Alright, so for the rear camera, you have picture size. It's a 12 megapixel camera, so I don't normally leave it at 12 megapixels, but as you can see, you can read, you got the 6.2, or you have 16 by 9, 9.1 megapixels, 16 by 9, 3.7 megapixels. You also have 1 by 1 with 9.1. So it has different settings. I mean, I normally leave it on 12 megapixels to get the best picture, but you can set it up to whatever you want. So right now, what I'm gonna do is show you some photos that I took with the Galaxy S8 Plus. So check this out. Okay, y'all, that was some pictures that I took with the Galaxy S8 Plus. Let me know in the comments what you think about them. Like I said, the camera takes really good pictures. I really like it, so I don't see why anybody wouldn't like them. They really do take great pictures. So moving on to the video size for the rear camera, you have many different options, which is a great thing. I mean, some phones only go up to 720. Other phones just have 1080p, which, you know, this one gives you many different options depending on what you want to record on. So you have 4K, which is, you know, nice. The only thing with when you shoot 4K video, it limits you to 10 minutes. Quad HD, which is pretty much 2K. Then you have 1080p at 60 frames per second, which also limits your video time to only 10 minutes. Again, if you trying to shoot a long video, do a vlog with it, you would have to piece it together, which kind of, you know, not the best. Also at 60 frames per second, we still have some focusing problems, so that's why right now you can see I have mine set at 1080p 30 frames per second. That's what I've been using when I'm filming with the Galaxy S8 Plus. But you also have 1:1 ratio, then you also have 720 and then 480. I don't know why you want to shoot in 480, but if you want to, you can. So that's the video for the rear camera. You also have tracking AF, which is basically you press it, it tracks a certain focus point on the camera while you're doing the video. So you can always do that. I'll leave it off. You also have shape correction. This corrects the distortion in pictures automatically. I actually leave that off also. You have timer, so if you want to, you know, time your seconds, you can put it on 2, 5, or 10. So if you're ready to take a video in 10 seconds, you can definitely do that. Normally I have that off also. So that's pretty much for the rear. Then you have front camera, same things. You have 8 megapixels or 6, or you can do 1:1, which is 6 megapixels too. Normally, again, I leave it on the highest at 8.0. So video size, you have 1080p, you have 720, 480, and it looks like 2K video also. So you definitely have different options for the front camera, which is pretty cool, pretty great. So what else is on here? You can save pictures as previewed, which is save all pictures that you take as shown in the preview, not as flipped images. That's, you know, if you want to turn that on, you can always do that too. So if you want to shoot methods, you can actually tap the screen to take selfies, show your palm, or tap the heart rate sensor. So if you want to take selfies, there's a couple different options that you can do to take a selfie. I'm not a big selfie person, but you know, if you want it, it's there. Same thing with timer. You have the timer that's on there. So 2, 5, 10 seconds in case you want to get all your friends in the selfie. The common thing between both front and rear settings, you can actually do motion photo, which is basically like Apple's live photo. It takes a short video clip of what happens before the picture and after. Well, actually, it just says before the picture taken. So it's just like a little short thing. Video stabilization, I would have that on iOS. You don't want your videos to look shaky. Grid lines, I mean, I think we all know what grid lines are, but you can do 3x3 or square. Normally, I leave that off. Location tags, if you want to take a picture and show exactly, you know, where your location is, you can do that, or video too. I leave it off. I don't really need to know where my location is, unless I guess I get kidnapped one day, but I don't think anybody wants to kidnap me. Review pictures. So this one is almost like the G6, but not really. So if you turn that on and you actually take a picture, what it does is bring up a preview of it for a couple seconds and it goes away. So I usually leave that off. It's not that big of a deal, not that fancy. So you do have quick launch by pressing the power button twice. So let's see, let's take this off, lock it. So if you actually hit the power button twice, so it goes straight into the camera. So I have that one on. That's pretty cool in case you want to take a picture really quick. You can just hit the power button. Also, you have voice control. You can take pictures by saying cheese, smile, capture. So let's try that one out. Cheese. So as you can tell, it took a picture really quick. So normally I have that on. I don't know why I have it on because I really don't use it. I just hit the button. Another one that I normally turn off is floating camera button. And what that is, it gives you this little button that you can actually move around. Hey, stop. So normally I have that off because it gets a little annoying. So volume key function, you can, if you hit the volume buttons, I have it taking pictures. You can do record video, you can zoom or do system volume. So I usually have it as taking pictures. Also I have shutter sound on, so if you want to hear it actually, I'll have that on. I don't know why, but you can leave that on. So that was some of the photos and video things that you have. Let's go into the modes really quick. What I'm going to do right now is actually talk about two of them right off the bat, which is slow motion. I think we all know what slow motion is. And hyperlapse, which is basically, it's really fast, it's quick video. What I'm going to do right now, and get this back, is actually show you a slow motion video and also a hyperlapse, so that way you can see what it does. The slow motion is really painful, just like everything moves really slow. But so go ahead and check these two videos out, and I'll be right back. Alright, so that was the hyperlapse and slow motion modes on the Galaxy S8 Plus. Like I said, the slow motion mode is just painful. It's like moving really slow. But if you got kids playing sports, you want to take them doing a layup or even making a soccer goal, you can try it. It's definitely something pretty cool, but it's just painful to watch. It's like, everything moves slow. But back to the modes, you have Pro Mode, which I'm not a photographer, but you can play around with the white balance, the standard thing, the aperture. So they have many different features on there. Again, if you want to play around with it, you can, but I'm a simple guy. I just do auto. Panorama, I think we all know what this is. Move the camera around and get the wide lens. With the G6, yeah, you don't need that really because it has a wide lens on there already. Select focus. I can actually show you what this is if I press the button right. So the object 20 inches away, which you can take a picture of that. You can see the little yellow thing going around the circle there. So if you bring it up, and if you hit the little face, so you have near focus. Then you also have forward focus. I don't think the pan one's working. I don't know why, but yeah, I guess you have to pan it. But so the near one just pops it up. Pretty cool. If you want to save the image that way, you can. But just a nice little mode that you have. You can do it. You can play around with it. I guess if you want to take a picture of a kid or something. Also, I went over slow motion and hyperlapse. Food. That's like if you want to take a picture of food, you can definitely use that also. So, it's just circle to highlight it, move. So, I don't have any food right here. Kind of hungry though. Virtual shot, you can actually go around the item. Tap the camera button, then circle around an object while keeping it in the center. I wish I could demonstrate that, but really can't. You can try that out too. It's okay. It's pretty cool. Dual camera, get ready to be shocked by my ugly face. So, as you can tell, dual camera, you can take a picture of front facing and the rear at the same time. Alright, so what you can do now is slide that over, get into, I didn't automatically do camera set up right away. I had to actually download it. How you do that, you can hit the little plus button there. You can download different ones if you want to make GIFs or GIFs. I don't know how you pronounce it. You can do beauty face, rear camera selfie, sports shots, and dual camera. I actually downloaded 3 of them, as you can tell. Alright, so back to settings. Finally, like I said, it has the rear camera selfie and the sports one I downloaded. So that's the modes that you have on the Galaxy S8 Plus. There's some. It's not like overwhelming, but you have some. Also, what a lot of people will like and dig, I guess the teenagers will like it. You have different modes here. You can do cozy if you wanted to. You can do many different modes. The ones that the kids are going to care about, but the ones that the kids are going to like is the Snapchat filters. So you can, you can do that. Oh, it says point at me. So you can do the different Snapchat filters that you have on there. So that one would be big with the kids. I don't really use Snapchat, but if you wanted to, it's definitely on there. But normally I don't even go into this. So normally what I do is just keep it on auto and do it. It'll still tell me I can point the camera at somebody. Alright, so that was pretty much all the camera features for the Galaxy S8 Plus. But I want to know your opinions on the videos I just showed. Also the photos. Leave the comments in the bottom. If you have any suggestions or videos that you want me to make, let me know in the comments too. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, peace. I'm out of here. Y'all have a great day now.